And it shows a little bit of resiliency when you can get punched and be like, oh, man, they can't miss again from beyond the three-point arc, and they were just totally unfazed.
Speaking of can't missing from the three-point arc, that would be Sam Hauser, who had a few in the first half and then went crazy in the second half. He's standing by with Abby Chin back in Indianapolis.
Sam, you guys were trailing by double digits when you checked into this game. How did you turn it around and end up dropping 40 on this team?
I don't know. I mean, I think we started to get some stops. Ball was moving. We started making shots. And then the tide just kept kind of turning. We started rebounding really well. And, come out of halftime, we blew out the lead a little bit more. And so there was a lot of good things happening at once there.
One of those nights for you in a good way, hit your first 7 shots, all from 3. Was there a moment you knew you had it tonight?
I mean, when you hit your first 3, you start feeling pretty good about yourself, and it just kept going from there, and teammates are finding me, so credit to all of them for getting me open and getting me open shots tonight.
Big games from Peyton to D. White, but Jaylen Brown, 8th straight with 30-plus. Do you guys know that on the bench?
Well, we looked up, and by the looks of the shots he was making at the end there, he was going for it, and credit to him, and he's so special, and he can kind of just score on anybody in this league at will, so great having him as a teammate for sure.
No question. Yeah. How important to get this win to start off the season-long road trip?
It was great. It was great. Always good to start off the road trip with a win, and we got 4 more tough ones here coming up, so everybody's going to have to be ready.
Sam, thank you. Congrats.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Sam, that was, again, 7 of 8 from 3. Celtics had 23s in all as they were 20 of 39, so better than 50% shooting the ball from behind the arc. In case you missed it in Celtics pregame live, Celtics are starting a 5-game road trip. Apparently, Scal left a few things behind, did not pack his entire wardrobe, and so Celtics post up. Celtics investigates. Did find some of those short shorts that he was able to pick up. Drew Scal joining us now.
It's not that far off, man. It's not that far off. And my legs were, that's skinny.
The footwear on top of it, too. I mean, I didn't know this guy could rock sandals like that, fellas.
Tommy, who likes short shorts? Scal likes short shorts. And I don't like short shorts.
TJ Maxx likes short shorts. They're about $8 each. 8, 10, 12.
I need to put some sunglasses on if I'm going to be sitting this close to you while you're wearing those short shorts. But, Giles, that's about as ugly as the first few minutes were for the Celtics here. Maybe it'll just get progressively shorter, the time at the start of the game where the Pacers dominate, because it was the first half on Monday. It was the first quarter today. But, again, they came out. They couldn't miss a shot. They made their first 6 threes. And then the Celtics just turned it around. What changed, in your opinion?
I don't know if it's just like a little bit closer on the contest because, I mean, the Pacers were making shots, but it did seem like they started to kind of shade out a little bit more defensively. And then you got to score. You can play good defense. And I thought in the Indiana game back in Boston, we were playing good defense, but we weren't scoring. But today, in that third quarter, with Peyton Pritchard going off, Derek White heating up, Jaylen Brown heating up, that is like what this team could really become with the defense that they were playing and any individual guy picking on any individual matchup. And I think they got some energy from their offense.
Yeah, Pritchard dominating in the second quarter. Again, it was Jaylen Brown as the closer in this game. Celtics kind of had it in hand when he hit the 30-piece, which will lead to Scal buying me dinner in Portland. So thank you, JB.
I'm going to wear the short shorts to dinner.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Bets off. But here's the thing, Scal. I remember when the Celtics, at the start of the season, Pritchard and White were both struggling to shoot the ball well. There were a couple times where we said there just still hasn't been a game where both those guys played well. Now at this point of the season, it seems like consistently you get Brown, White, and Pritchard all playing well. Tonight you get Hauser with 23 off the bench. Garza's got 15. They're just meshing really well.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with their spacing is better and their passing is better. It's like what we're seeing is the end result of like being in the right position, Keita improving. You saw him at the start of the game, screening angles, how quick you get off the ball. Luka Garza getting people open. Like, all that stuff adds up. And you're going to shoot the ball well when you move the ball well. You're going to shoot the ball well, drive the ball well, score the ball well when you have great spacing. So they cleaned up that side of it. Is there another step for them to go offensively? Maybe. Maybe there's like, we'll start seeing coaches, design different defenses against the Celtics, more blitzes, more traps, stuff like that. But if they're in the right location, they got different guys playing that short roll position, they're going to be just fine to continue to get open shots.
Yeah, they're top 5 in offense again. They always are under Joe Mazzulla. Those numbers are better lately in the season. Giles, we're 30 games in. The Celtics have won 19 of them. Joe Mazzulla's done a phenomenal job. The team is really gelling. The only thing that could break up the team chemistry is if anyone sees Scal in the lobby wearing short shorts. And that would just throw everybody off. But aside from that, the vibes are really high.
All right, well, it's a long trip to Portland. I'm sure there's somewhere else you could probably find more shorts, but let's make sure we're all packed up, ready to go on the 5-game road trip. Which the Celtics starting. Celtics set a comfortable lead, and you're kind of just wondering, is he going to get there? Is Joe going to leave him on the floor to have a chance to get there? And he knocked down that first 3. He was 6 points shy, and knocked down that first 3 to get to 27. They got the second one, which you heard right there from Drew and Scala. Now Scala owes Drew lunch, but Eddie, your thoughts on Jaylen Brown and just what he's able to do here? I mean, it seems. We've watched it so many times. Like, it's just like, of course, he had 30 once again. But to do that in 8 straight games, all of December, your thoughts?
Well, Drew shortchanged himself. He should have said dinner instead of lunch. But I know who's not shortchanging us is Jaylen Brown, because he's going out there every single night, and he's proven, and he's earning every single we got to all remember, when he signed that contract, everybody was in an uproar like, why are they signing him to this? And, you heard the murmurs throughout the league and people that were talking like, what's going on over here? Can he, is he going to be a guy that can carry a team? And or are they just signing him to trade him? But he's showing that he's a guy that could put a team on his back. And when Jason Tatum come back, like he said in Players Club, it's going Bernie Mac got arrested, so it's going to be trouble.
I don't always love the hunt for stats. I can remember when Rondo was chasing double-digit assists every game, and I don't know, it felt like it was a little forced. I don't have a problem tonight because, one, like when JB's approaching Larry Bird, it's kind of crazy to begin with, and he's been so good. The third quarter, he didn't even take a 3. I think he was 5 of 6 inside the arc, 10 points, helped kind of really tear this thing open, give you the comfort of going into that fourth quarter. And now we got a little something to watch on Sunday night. Does he get to Bird's record? But in general, what he's doing is ridiculous. I mean, and you can tell he's just having fun out there.
Oh, the smile on his face. He knows exactly what's going on. He did not attempt a 3 until late in that, or midway through that fourth quarter. Like, this was all done inside the arc. So I think that's what makes it even more impressive. And then he took just 20 shots. He was 13 of 20 from the field, only got to the free throw line. He was 2 of 2 at the line. So he did that with a lot of hard work inside the arc, Eddie.
Super efficient. He's been that all season long. That's the one thing that we starting to come accustomed to. People that don't watch Celtics basketball, but us that cover them all the time, we know that how efficient he has been this season. Everything that he's been doing is not jacking up a 3, is not forcing shots, is getting to his spot, making a shot that he knows that he can make, or getting all the way to the basket. And he doesn't get the calls. He's not going to the free throw line like a SGA 12 times a game or 11 times a game, 10 times. He's not doing that. He's going to the free throw line minimum times a game, especially when he's aggressive as he is, but he's still efficient and he's still putting up these numbers. So you got to just salute what he's doing out there, putting the team on his, but he's also, I think he's setting the example for everybody else on the team. You got guys like Peyton Pritchard that's not letting them down. You got guys that letting the team down. You got Derek White not letting the team down. You got the bench players stepping up when they need to step up. Anthony Simons playing well. I mean, I think that he's setting the tone for this team. And like I said, when Jason Tatum get back, if he does come back, it's going to be trouble.
29.5 points per game. And like, I'm not even worried about the streak. I'm just wondering, can he get over 30 for a prolonged?
For the average you're talking about.
Yeah, into 2026, he could be averaging 30 points per game, which is like absurd, just absurd what he's doing.
He also had 4 steals tonight as well. So got it done on the defensive end, and the Celtics getting it done with a 140-122 to win. Time now to hear from head coach Joe Mazzulla, and the coach's press conference is presented by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Here's Joe.
Is there anything changing after the first quarter? It was 30 minutes. It was kind of like the last game, but this time it was the first quarter.
Yeah.
Was there anything different, or did you guys just ramp up the defense? What happened after?
They started out 5 for 5 from 3. 3 of those were in transition because of live ball turnovers. One was in transition off a cross match, and the other one was the first play of the game where they ran a great set, and they just scored on it. So if you start out 5 for 5 from that, that's going to happen. Some of it was just that they're a good team, regardless of their record. To me, they're always one of the toughest teams in the league, and they play tough. And it was just kind of that battle of the transitions from the turnovers to some missed shots into that. So they had 15 points in the first quarter in transition, 4 in the second. That was the difference. And we were able to settle down and did a great job of executing in the half court.
See Sam just kind of get to the flow.
Yeah.
How does that boost you guys when he's knocking down?
Yeah, I mean, when it's great when he's making shots, but it's even better when we find him. And I thought tonight we did a great job hunting for him. Pin downs in transition, getting him going off kickouts. JB had a couple of kickouts there, so it's always great to see him make them, but it's great for us to be able to find him in the rhythm and flow of our offense because it just kind of unlocks some of the stuff that we do.
Did you and Jaylen talk about him getting to 30 tonight?
No, I've never talked to him about that. He doesn't have a problem doing it, though. So I'm not going to slow him down.
What has gone into his consistency with scoring so much for you?
To me, it's just balance. Like, he picks and chooses his spots really well. I mean, we're obviously playing a little bit faster, so he's getting some easy baskets in transition. I think he's finding a great balance of knowing when to score within the offense versus letting the guys kind of do their thing. So I think it's kind of helping him rest a little bit. And, and then he just spends a ton of time on reading the game and the execution of the game. And then, obviously, he's very, very talented. So, I mean, that has a lot to do with it. But, I think just his desire to continually to work and play versus different coverages has really helped, and then his ability to pick and choose his spots really well.
Jordan got the situation with McConnell. You seem to like that.
Just going back to the Pacers, regardless of their record or who's playing, I think they're constantly testing your physical and mental toughness. I think they're one of the toughest teams, and we have to be able to match that, and do it in different ways, whether it's setting screens, whether it's offensive rebounds, defensive rebounding, defending without fouling, and so that was obviously that's anytime you play them, that's a non-negotiable. You have to be just as physical as they are, and it was a great game to be a part of. I thought it was great physicality on both ends of the floor, altercations, within the heat of the moment, there's nothing wrong with, and I thought Jordan had a great offensive rebound there. It was a collision, and I thought that was it. So that to me is how the game should be played. But when you play against them, you have to be ready to play from a physical standpoint. Thanks.
All right, Joe Mazzulla talking about Jordan Walsh and TJ McConnell getting into it there in the second half. Let's get to the drain of the game, brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, the name to know when the drains don't flow. Baylor Scheinman behind the back to Anthony Simons. This was a part of that second quarter where the Celtics put up 47 points. Went from being down 11 to up 14, just like that. All right, that's now 2-0 against the Pacers. And again, they're going to play 4 times